Tommy Eichenberg, Cleveland native from St. Ignatius High School, starting linebacker from the Buckeyes, and Jack Sawyer talking about the Buckeyes players' attitude leading up to this national semifinal game.
It's definitely made this this team tighter. Just we were down for a little bit, and then we all came back together, right? We got stronger, and we have each other, and that's all we need. So.
Yeah, I just think you find out who's really there with you when things aren't going well, and when things didn't go our way, we still had each other, and it was big, just being able to lean on each other through that time, and when we got a second chance at life, so to speak, with the playoffs, which I thought we deserved to be in anyway, but we just got that much tighter, and the last month of practice have been really great, with the whole team, offense and defense, and so definitely thought the adversity, brought us a lot closer together. 100%. We feel like it's always been Ohio against the world, and we feel like that's never going to change. And so, throughout this whole month of bowl prep, our defense has been playing very pissed off in practice. I think the whole team as a whole has been, and I think that's where we need to be. And like I said, we're just really, really focused and really eager to get back on the field Saturday night.
With that, let's welcome in Stephen Means, Buckeyes beat reporter for the Plain Dealer, cleveland.com, down in Atlanta, getting ready for that Peach Bowl tomorrow night. Stephen, you've been there. What have you sensed from the Ohio State players as they get ready for the national semifinal game?
A lot of guys who feel like they're just ready to play football. I think between the media day that they had before we got to Atlanta, and then the media day that they had on Tuesday, and the media day they had on Wednesday, and then the media day they had on Thursday, I think they're all just kind of sick of talking, especially since a lot of the talking right now is, hey, what if you get another chance against Michigan? Which is, I understand the question and how big of a game that would be, but from their standpoint, Georgia is very good, so good that they're the reigning national champions, and they've lost one game in the past 2 years, so that's where they probably should have their focus, which is a good thing. I think that it's been a good buy from Ohio State because it does feel serious.
When you look at this game, a lot of the national people don't think it's going to be close. Do you think that kind of gives Ohio State a little bit of a chip on their shoulders?
Yes, and a lot of that is how the Michigan game played out. If you just look at the score, you probably think, oh, Michigan dominated Ohio State again, when that's not actually what happened. It came down to 2 or 3 plays here. Well, some guys were out of position and it led to some touchdowns, but it wasn't nearly the type of beating that it was in 2021. And plus, Michigan's one of the 4 best teams in the country. I mean, things happen like that. So they probably are. I mean, you just heard Jack Sawyer saying how Ohio against the world, that's been a thing since the playoff was invented. They've used Woody against the world, which is more specific, this football team against basically everybody else. So Ohio State doesn't get to play underdog very often. In fact, they haven't been an underdog since the Clemson game in 2020, that Sugar Bowl, and we saw what happened there, 49-28. I'm not saying that that's going to happen again, but when we've seen Ohio State in these underdog spots, which rarely happens, but when we do see it, they typically show up to play, and it typically means good things for Ohio State.